I'm Ben McCarthy.
And I'm Mike Cheung. And we're from CCasting and CDE Skills Art, the production company that made the game Dead Outside for the Spartan console. Dead Outside is a game that feeds on the player's decision and how to approach and tackle tasks laid ahead.
Dead Outside is based on a survival horror type game. As it is suspense based, we have tried to incorporate that into the trailer. In the game, Britain is in a state of disrepair as biohazardous materials have been mixed up, leading to the new chemical NX, which has led their world to become home to a highly infectious virus.
The story follows Bill Masters, and he has been left in charge of his own life, looking for fellow survivors. And his family he lost to fascination experiments in the central of London. Bill finds it difficult to become the survival of the people of the earth. When his previous job, he barely managed to leave work. Bill used to teach history in the Midlands.
Faced with immediate destruction of the human race, Bill was on his way to Stonehenge for a school trip when something exploded in the distance and he woke up looking at a burning bus. He is now on a personal mission to save humankind and nothing can get in his way. But it turns out the path that he has chosen will lead him to the source of the outbreak, the cause of the destruction of the planet. Dr. I. Schneider, aka Patient Zero, who created the only known antidote.
As you can see, our story contains in-depth character development, which we attempt to portray in the trailers. The basic background story is portrayed in such a way in trailers 1 and 2 that will lead the customer to intend to buy our product.
First question to address is:
in what way does your media product use developed or challenged forms of conventions of real media product? When first evaluating our media convention, we saw that the gaming convention is loud and catchy, and it's also fast-paced. The gaming convention also tells a story of the length of the character and the plot.
The length of the clip is important, as it provides catchy ploys to bring a consumer in. This fits with the convention, as there are normally short clips in trailers showing loads of action, but ours tends to show narration and plot. Music, upbeat mood match. We chose Zombie Game with low mood following a sad main character storyline. The music helped display this. Music can be different in every possible scenario, meaning the convention is met with sad music with some zombie trailers. However, some zombie trailers use upbeat music like Left 4 Dead. Action, at a minimum, is vital for our zombie trailer as it was based mostly on story and plot, such as in The Last of Us. This challenges the media convention as in most trailers there is action as well as narration and plot, like in Left 4 Dead and Skyrim. Most game trailers sometimes forget story as in the Left 4 Dead trailer. Meanwhile, we can use this to our advantage to alert the consumer about our product and to show that the game is more about survival than just action. Limited acting. Again, story is important and narration instead of acting in our live action is even more important. This also challenges the convention as little acting shows the use of music clips and we can show the consumer our product is different from most in the genre. Console at the end. The console is introduced at the end as well as release date and the production is at the beginning. This fits with the conventions of the game trailer because it's best to advertise the release date afterwards so the consumer is captivated by the actual trailer. And the games company normally comes first just to alert you to the fact that they have made it. Filters. Due to the tone of the trailer, the game we needed a blue filter to create an eerie and sad mood. The colour blue is associated with sadness, which was linked with the music, which fits with the sad, in-depth character development. Zombie games, as it is survival of the fittest. This is different from most survival games and most zombie games, as most zombie games picture action and really heavy bass music and no filter, or at least a red, maybe pink filter.
We bought makeup, which means we can create a zombie from the looks of our imagination. Something similar to the zombie at the end of the game of The Last of Us. This includes the game The Left 4 Dead and Walking Dead.
This opposes the convention as our trailer is really short and is made up of clip progressions showing gameplay. We have a long story-based clips showing that we oppose the convention in clip size aspects.
Is that a peaceful existence?
The artwork we create fits the genre. As in our advert and cover, we used the storyboard to create a cover that expressed the anger of the main character and the appeal of the audience of 18+.
Question 2. How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary texts?
Both match up. Both use a sad character theme, which fits the plot of our game, just like The Walking Dead. The text links with the trailer, showing the plot and possible areas the player can go throughout the game.
The advertisement shows what the trailer shows, which is the main character is the centre of the attention, with numerous things happening at once. This is how we tried to make our trailer, with the main character being the focus of all of the attention, making sure everything's around it, which then fits with the conventions. Mostly in Trailer 2 we show that the character's development in the story is key, and it also shows that the virus is the main part of the story and the main part of the problem that the character has to deal with. One in a video. The main character shown in Trailer 2 is alone, killing zombies and surviving, which is exactly how we portrayed him to be in the cover and the advertisement. To show the consumer what the story might be like and how the players may play as one main character, and show that the character development is key in our story and plot.
Artwork fits. Together with the trailer, the artwork shows what we couldn't in the trailer. It's a still image that we wanted the character to look like and feel like. The main character of the game will look like this. The game cover is used obviously to show the main character, which is then aided by the screenshots that's in game. The screenshots are used in game to show specific areas and the content used in the plots of the game.
Question 3. What have you learnt from your audience feedback? Our first audience feedback allowed us to make our game based on the feedback from others about our genre, how to do it, age rating, camera angles, etc. Our first questionnaire is what led us to produce a game trailer in the end. Finding out how we might be able to do it and the best way to go about it. We needed to elaborate on the story. We wanted to portray our story as much as we could during the small amount of time, but by using the clips and scenes we did, we had to do a lot of verbalising and narrating to put our plot across. This led to the disadvantage of having limited storyline in our clips. We managed to show some of the basic story. However, going into detail with the news report and the narration, we managed to only describe, not show our plot line. Next time we need to elaborate on our story a little bit more visually. Some wobble due to the lack of stand meant a scene or two were difficult to see or wobbly, which is not professional and meant our final product could be ironed out and found to lack the best camera work. Next time we need to use a stand or try to be as careful as we can when filming to keep steady footage. More people involved. With timing etc, we only managed to get 3 other actors and cameramen, meaning we limited ourselves in terms of varied personality when filming. However, working with less people meant we could get more film in shorter time as it required less organisation and script. Next time 5 actors may come in handy, however not too much to be a problem. We did a good job on the edits. We worked hard on our edits at home and at school to create our company console introductions, which allowed for accurate use of game trailer conventions, keeping the setup linear for our game company to release date at the end. We will do this next time. The sound was good. The sound we used was from Incompetech, a royalty-free website that allows for free editing of music that may be relevant, as we found some horror-type eerie music we used to help produce our final game trailer. We will do this again as the music is easy to use and edit to use in our clips. Question 4. How did you use media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? Technologies used. The technologies we used helped us with the evaluation, planning, research and construction that helped us produce the final product. Evaluation. In the research, planning and evaluation stages, we used documentaries on DVDs and off of sites like 4OD and Netflix to analyse specific media conventions and how they are used, and how we could incorporate them in our own idea in that field. However, we used YouTube to analyse music videos, game trailers and short films, and analysing all of those, we then came to the conclusion that game trailers were for us and that we could incorporate a good zombie storyline fit with our game trailer. The laptops. We use the laptops to evaluate gaming videos, music trailers and short films via YouTube. This helped us to develop and plan an idea based on game trailers for zombie games, which is in turn our final product. YouTube. Used with the laptops and via our computers at home, we managed to watch some trailers, music videos and short films, along with documentaries, to review them, analyse them and then produce them, and then consider producing them. Netflix and 4OD helped us to analyse the documentaries and short films by giving us the option of many different pieces of media. We use this to analyse the convention of these products and decide not to do them, as it is not what we were intending to do, and therefore we were not interested in doing them. We use these technologies to then help us plan and write up our game trailer, with use and challenging of the convention in these fields. These technologies helped us to analyse the different areas and to narrow down what we would like to do down to a game trailer. To plan, we used words and print copies of the storyboards, of which we wrote up many ideas and combinations of scenes. However, we settled with one and followed this out. We then used Word to write up a script and possible actors. This meant we could tightly knit together a production. To construct the final product, we used the HD cameras and the Apple Macs. That helped us to film and order our clips, to add music from Incompetech, all of which helped us to produce and construct our final game trailer. Using all of these technologies and more, we managed to produce our final game trailer and make it the best that we possibly could. Green screen. Green screens were the best tool we had available, and without the green screen our trailer wouldn't have looked as good as it did, and we would have been limited to certain pictures for backgrounds. Also, this director's commentary wouldn't have been possible without the green screen. Here is an example of us using the green screen and how we used Adobe Premiere Pro to Ultra Key the green screen out so we could add a picture into the background. This allowed us to produce realistic news backgrounds for our clip.